Have you ever made a big mistake at work? Maybe you missed a huge deadline or you lost an important client. Your boss calls you into their office, shuts the door, and shouts at you for 20 minutes. They tell you exactly what you did wrong, and they are not happy about it. In English, we have a very specific and quite intense idiom to describe this situation. We say you were raked over the coals.
And I'm getting raked over the coals because of a little dinner.
She's a great cop who's being raked over the coals for no reason.
Today, we are going to look at the meaning of this phrase, where it comes from, and how you can use it in your daily life to sound more like a native speaker. Let's break it down literally first. A rake is a common garden tool with metal prongs used to gather leaves. Coals are the burning, glowing pieces of wood or carbon in a fire. So the image here is dragging someone across a bed of hot fire using a rake. Figuratively, to rake someone over the coals means to scold, criticize, or reprimand someone very severely. It is not just a little comment like, "Hey, please don't do that." No, this refers to a harsh, angry, and often lengthy criticism. Why do we use such painful imagery? Well, sadly, it comes from history. In the Middle Ages, there was a practice called trial by ordeal. People accused of crimes sometimes had to walk over hot coals to prove their innocence. If they healed quickly, they were innocent. If not, they were guilty. Luckily, today, nobody's actually getting burned. We just use the phrase to describe the emotional pain of getting yelled at. Let's look at how to use this in a sentence. Imagine your team made a big accounting error. You could say, "The manager raked us over the coals for that calculation error." This means the manager shouted at us and criticized us heavily for the mistake. You will also hear this in the news when a politician or public figure does something wrong. For example, the senator was raked over the coals by the press for his controversial comments. This means the media criticized him aggressively. You can also use it in your personal life. A teenager might say, "My parents are going to rake me over the coals when they see my report card." Now, I want to teach you two other common ways to express this same idea because variety is key to fluency. The first alternative is to chew someone out. This is very American and quite informal. It brings to mind the image of someone's mouth moving aggressively while they yell. You might use this with friends or close colleagues. For example, you could say, "I forgot to lock the store last night, and the owner really chewed me out this morning." The second alternative is to dress someone down or to give someone a dressing down. Unlike chewing someone out, which is loud and angry, dressing someone down implies a formal power dynamic. It usually involves a person of higher rank disciplining a person of lower rank. It is often cold, serious, and humiliating. This term comes from the military. Originally, if a soldier was being punished, an officer might physically reprimand them about their uniform, or in severe cases, strip them of their rank or insignia while they stood in formation. Today, we use it when a superior, like a boss or a manager, formally scolds an employee. If your boss calls you into a formal meeting to list your failures, you're getting a dressing down. So whether you get raked over the coals, chewed out, or dressed down, the result is the same. You're in big trouble. I hope you never have to experience any of these at work. But if you hear them in a movie or read them in the news, now you know exactly what they mean. If you found this lesson helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more English lessons. See you in the next video.